So I don't know if you're like me, but in the old days when we would walk into a retail store, about half the time at least, there'd be somebody, often because a little ding happened when you walked in the store, there'd be somebody on staff who'd look up and be like, hello. And maybe they'd go further and be like, how can I help you? Right. And most of the time, my response was, I'm just browsing, right? It's another way to say, no, 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 I don't want your attention. I just want to walk peacefully through the store. I want to take a look around. Now, I will admit there are times when someone walks into a store and they're thinking, I just want to know where this is, go straight there, grab it, and buy it and be done, right? So I understand why clerks do this, but more often than not, when someone uh, welcomes me and then asks how they can help me, when I walk into a physical store, I'm like, I don't want help. I want the freedom and the no pressure to just navigate the store and evaluate it on my own. And so this data point, right, that I just read about surprises me. And yet, on the flip side, you kind of go, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Because in the physical world, I don't want the pressure. In the online world, it turns out 80%, 80% of businesses want chatbots. They want the thing that pops up and talks to you. And 40% of consumers don't care if it's a computer or a person. In fact, millennials specifically prefer the chatbot. You go, okay, let's back up. Let's see if we can unpack this, right? Because you're like, this is crazy. But it's not. When you figure out, when you dig into the data to say, what is the most common thing that a chatbot responds to? What's the most common request that a customer has when they land on an e-commerce store website and the chatbot pops up? You know what it is? Do you have product A, color B in size C, right? It is an inventory question. Instead of me navigating through your whole site and I got to figure out, okay, the product I want is a shirt. Is it under men's or is it under casual or is it like, I don't want to figure out your hierarchy of categorization. And then when I finally get to the shirts, then I got to find the one I want. Then I got to go in and I have to pick, okay, every different option for the variations to get the one I want, only to find out it's not in stock. So then, oh, let's pick a different color. Nope, not in stock. And you're like, I don't want 14 clicks. And so the chat bot, even if it's a computer, can be very helpful, right? Because I come in and I go, hey, do you have this shirt in blue? Right? And by asking the question, the chat bot goes, yeah, here's the link, right? Or, oh, it's out of stock, right? And the link doesn't have to be the link to the product page. There are some stores where the link is putting the item in the cart and it takes you straight to the cart. And that's where you discover, right? Groups of people that have been living with technology for their whole lives are like, hey, I prefer this. This is so much faster. I'm lazy. I don't want to navigate through your whole site. I just want to ask you the question. Businesses discovering that, yeah, actually, this helps with conversion. Because when it pops up and I ask you and you say yes, I'm that much closer to just going straight to checkout rather than browsing around and getting frustrated. And the 40% of customers who are like, hey, I don't care if it's not an actual person is because I don't need the chit chat. I'm not signing up for the chit chat. I want my answers answered. And if your computer can do it, that's great. So this holiday season, as you think about navigating the conversion dynamics, right? Navigating all the different things you can do to make your store help you convert, right? Drive more revenue to your business. One of the things you may want to look at is a chatbot, is a way to serve and help your customers. Now, you may go, wait, it's way too late. Like it's crazy. I can't pull that off in the next 3 weeks. And you go, well, you should look at some of these. ActiveChat.ai has a bunch of e-commerce specific chatbot work pre-done for you and has integrations with e-commerce platforms to make it pretty easy. So you may want to take a look. Thanks.